Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly forecast for April 19th through the 25th. Guys, I'm sorry. I know that I've been spotty with the posting. There's been a lot going on. A lot of you are still waiting for the next podcast episode. It's coming this week. I will explain what's been going on. And I am here. I am back. We're getting back on regular schedule, guys. See what's going on here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for April 19th through the 25th, or whenever you happen to stumble upon this video, whenever it is time for you to hear the messages that are in it. One more shuffle here, Scorpio. One more shuffle here. All right, let's see what's going on for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more card. All right, so we're kicking it off here. Well, hello, with 10 of Pentacles. All righty. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. This actually made me chuckle, okay? Because I was going to do the next podcast about manifesting. Okay, and one of the meanings of 10 of Pentacles, we have the traditional meaning in terms of like wealth and abundance and security and like long-term security, not the kind of like where we're doing good and then we're doing bad, we're doing good and then we're doing bad, but just actual like stable long-term security. One of the meanings of 10 of Pentacles is also about manifesting, like what we've been thinking about, what we've been dreaming about. We're actually seeing it take shape, take form in the physical world before our eyes. So there's that kind of energy here too with the 10 of Pentacles. So I'm taking that as confirmation that the next podcast should be about manifesting tips and tricks and how it works and all that good stuff. I do feel the element here of like, because I was seeing in my mind's eye, like a roller coaster going up and down, and then all of a sudden it's like just even. Okay, so I do feel some of you Scorpios have had this pattern of where life's been really good and then really bad, really good and then really bad, or money's been excellent, like feast or famine, right? Feast or famine. And for some of you, this is an inherited energy. This is how it was for you growing up. Some of you might come from a family line that you have several people in your family line or family history that were doing really well and then lost it all. Okay. Some of you might even be recovering from a bankruptcy situation or going through a bankruptcy situation. But I'm getting the feeling here from 10 of Pentacles like there's that like it's evening out. You're coming into a time of abundance that is there, it's set, you can count on it, and it's not fluctuating so much. Okay, some of that is going to be contributed to by your relationship with money. That is going to be a factor of it for some of you, but there's a lot of energetic healing here as well. I do feel some of you are manifesting a situation where you're going to be able to take care of an elderly parent or elderly parents, but to do it in a way where it's not suffocating you, to do it in a way where there's enough space for you to have your life. Okay, whether that is manifesting an income to where you can kind of have your own space, your own place, but help them, or if it's manifesting a space where there's enough space, where you have your part of it and they have their part of it, and you guys can just kind of not interfere with each other's space. But I do feel for some of you there's like a manifesting of like caring for a parent or elderly parents. The next card here, my darlings, is the Four of Cups, right? So Four of Cups can be dissatisfaction. It can be that we don't like what we're being offered, what we're being handed, or we don't like the current circumstances of our life. Okay, this is not a negative thing. The problem that we have when we're thinking about being a spiritual person and being high vibration and manifesting is we think that it is true that you have to be positive, right? Like you do have to have a positive mindset to succeed, to manifest. That's true. But people go overboard and they think that you're never supposed to be unhappy about anything, or that you're never supposed to feel any kind of displeasure. Okay, you can have gratitude for what you have, but you can still want more. And Scorpio, this is about your manifesting, because I'll tell you what's happening. Some of you are starting to manifest, and the things that you have in your life are exactly the things you've been longing for. And now they're coming in, and you're like, well, I'm happy that I have it, but this is kind of like bare minimum. Some of you have been manifesting bare minimum. Okay, there's a sense of divine discontentment with the Four of Cups. Rumi, the poet, the mystic, he wrote about divine discontentment, and that's the moment when you realize, hey, I'm a child of God. I'm a child of the universe. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to have a lot more than what's going on right now. So some of you have manifested. You've manifested a living space, or you've manifested a job, or you're about to. And then you're like, oh gosh, like, but I want more than this, because you manifested with the bar very low, right? Very, very low. For example, if you're saying, man, I can't wait to find a job where I get paid on time all the time, because my boss right now is kind of like hit and miss, and I don't know if we're going to get paid when he says we're going to get, or she says we're going to get paid. Like, I can't wait to get a job where I'm getting paid on time, where I'm not getting yelled at, where I don't have to do shady stuff. That is bare minimum, right? If you're working a job and you're not getting paid, that's not a job. That's slavery. That's not a job, right? So of course that's bare minimum. The bare minimum for a job should be a place where you're getting paid on time and you're being treated respectfully, where you're not being abused, where you're not being harassed, where you're not being yelled at. That's bare minimum. Okay, that's like manifesting a romantic partner and saying, man, I can't wait to find a romantic partner that doesn't cheat on me, that doesn't steal from me, that's not using me financially. Those are bare minimum things. Bare minimum things. If I go outside right now and walk down the street and I don't punch anybody in the face, the police aren't going to come up to me and give me an award and saying, oh my gosh, Amethyst, you're an outstanding citizen. Thank you for not punching people in the face when you're out and about. That's a bare minimum thing. Bare minimum, right? There's no reward for that. So some of you have set the bar very low and you're realizing that. Now you have manifestations coming in. It's what you asked for. Okay, take that as confirmation that, hey, I am able to manifest. I've manifested this, but now I'm ready to raise the bar a little higher. Okay, that discontentment is a tool to kind of help you raise the bar. Don't feel guilty for feeling it. Don't try to push it away. Don't suppress it. Go with that feeling, because it's going to help you raise the bar. The next card here, my darlings, who is the Nine of Pentacles. And Nine of Pentacles can have to do here with financial independence, success in your business, like moving up the ladder, getting promoted, or starting a business for yourself, or if you currently have a business, this business is becoming successful, or coming into a higher level of success. One of the meanings of the Nine of Pentacles, and a lot of people don't know this, but this little birdie here, I read about this a lot. This little birdie here, the artist of this deck has this little birdie here as a symbol to basically represent like that wild part of ourselves, the fearful aspect of ourselves, or the more like reactive part of ourselves. Sometimes it can come across as anxiety or fear-based thinking, or like just the part of us that is not disciplined and is very distracting. So some of us might experience it as what the Eastern cultures refer to as a monkey mind. You know, that it's just chattering constantly, and you have all of these fears and these distractions, and you can't focus. And so some of you have had a hard time succeeding in your career, or have had a hard time getting your business to where you want it to be, because there's been a lot of that chatter, in your head. There's been a lot of that like insecurity or anxiety or fears about what if, or personal life has been really stressing you out. You haven't been able to focus on work. And this is saying you're going to calm that. You're going to get control of that. It's not entirely gone. It's still there, but you've tamed it. Right? Like here she is. She's been able to focus on her work. She's been able to make this money. And now on her day off, she can go off and she can enjoy some of that money. but she can also take a moment and say, okay, what's bothering me? What's troubling me? What can I do about it? How can I kind of calm this down a bit, right? So you're not suppressing these things, you're not ignoring them, you're not pushing them away, but you're finding the balance to where you can say, okay, I can't think about this right now, but I'm going to do the work. I'm going to work through it on my day off. Maybe I'll do some self-care. Maybe I'll go get a massage. Maybe I'll go get a pedicure. Maybe I'll, go for a hike, and then I can, kind of work through what's bothering me or what's worrying me. So you're getting a handle on it. You're getting control of it, and it's bringing you success in terms of like money coming in or work coming in. I feel some of you have been trying to find a job for a while, and you've been manifesting interviews, but then you get to the interview and you feel like you freeze up, or you feel like you just completely totally like it's a disaster. Like you walk out of there like, oh gosh, what happened? Why did I freeze up like that? Okay. I feel for a lot of you, a lot of this is you're getting control of getting outside of your head during the interview process and just looking at the person. Okay, this is just a person like any other person. They're going to ask me questions. I'm just going to answer them. No problem. Like you're taking the pressure off your shoulders so that you're not freezing up or you're not feeling afraid. Okay. I also feel very, very, very specific message here, but I feel some of you Scorpios have a hard time looking people in the eye. Okay, and you're noticing that this is kind of causing some issues in your professional life or work life, interviews, coworkers, this kind of thing. And I feel like you're coming into this confidence and you're just kind of taking that fear, that anxiety off your shoulders, and you're making it a habit to like just walk straight, stand up straight, and look people in the eye. Okay. And this is a shifting, one way in which your energy is shifting and you're coming into confidence. Okay. Your next card here, my darlings, is the Three of Swords, right? So we know there's good things coming here. You've got some good things coming here. Why do we have the Three of Swords? If we've got some good cards here, right? And we have some good things happening, why is the Three of Swords here? Well, the Three of Swords can indicate sacrifice, okay? And for me, when I see the Three of Swords coming up around cards, like happy cards with pentacles in them, like 10 of Pentacles is a great pentacle card, 9 of Pentacles is a great pentacle card. This is telling me that just in my experience reading for people over the years, what I kind of see happens is sometimes when the money is coming in or the success is coming in, there can be conflicts with people around you. Okay, there can be people that all of a sudden they see you going somewhere, they see you getting ahead, and they're coming to you like with their hands out, or they're wanting stuff from you, or they're being jealous, and they're hating, and they're talking behind your back, and they're saying like stuff about you, like, oh, look at Scorpio, they think they're all that. I don't know if people still use that expression, but they think they're all that. They're forgetting all the little people. They're getting a big head. So it can kind of come back to you that people have been saying things or talking or saying hurtful things, or that they have not been as loyal to you as they're presenting themselves to be. This happens anytime we're coming into a really big shift where we're about to have a lot of success or a lot of blessing. Spirit has a way of showing us who the people are that we shouldn't sacrifice for, or who the people are that we shouldn't be generous towards, right? Because one of the things about Scorpio is very loyal. Scorpio is very faithful. And when Scorpio loves somebody, like when somebody has Scorpio's heart, Scorpio will go above and beyond, will do anything for that person, like ride or die kind of thing. And Spirit says, wait a minute, this is not a person you want to be ride or die for. This is not a person that you want to be that loyal to, because they're not giving it to you, right? They're not. Something is happening where you're seeing the true colors of a person or situation. I feel some of you have been very, very loyal to a boss, very loyal to a boss. and they're presenting themselves to be really struggling, having a hard time, and you haven't been wanting to leave that job because you're like, well, it's going to fall apart without me. Like, they really need me here, and I really care about my boss. And you might have a very, very close relationship, but some truth might be revealed to you where you find out quite accidentally that it's not how they're presenting it to you. Like, you're doing all this work and you're doing all this stuff, and people that are doing less than you are getting paid more than you, or they just got a raise, or they're getting a promotion, you know? So something could be coming up here where it's like, well, okay, well, why should I sacrifice when I can go somewhere else and have that 10 of Pentacles? Okay. Three of Swords can also be here. I'm going to let you guys know, Scorpio. Some of you have already mastered this abundance. And the Nine of Pentacles is telling us that you're coming into a time where you don't have to work as much, or you don't have to work as hard. Or there's like a little bit of a delay between like projects or whatever. You have some downtime. And Three of Swords is telling us all the old things are coming to the surface. All the old feelings are coming to the surface. You have to let them out. You have to let yourself process them. You have to let them go. Don't get tempted to just be super, super busy. Let me be positive. Let me be busy. No, this stuff has to get released. Okay? The next card here for you, my darlings, is the Two of Swords. Oh, gosh. Two of Swords is when we're not looking at a situation where we're at an impasse. We're procrastinating. We don't want to take action. So Three of Swords is telling us you're going to see the truth of a situation, right? Like, Spirit is telling you, you have all this good stuff coming in. Spirit's going to show you what to let go of this week. Spirit's going to show you who or what you need to let go of this week. Two of Swords is telling us some of you are going to be dragging your feet about it. You're going to be like, I don't know. You know, maybe I need to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's not what I think. Maybe it's not that bad. And so you're kind of tempted to let this person back in, or to stay in this situation. And the Two of Swords, if you watch my readings, you've heard me say this before. In the years reading for people, I see it happen all the time. When Spirit shows me the Two of Swords, it's a warning. It's a warning that if you don't take action, there's gonna be a tower moment. So if you don't trust what you're being shown this week about a person or situation, and you decide to stay in it, you decide to continue or to give it more time, you will have a tower moment. And don't go into it with fear-based energy. Don't panic and say, oh my gosh, I gotta hurry up and get out of this situation. Oh my gosh, no. Just say, okay, Spirit has showed me the truth. All right, say a prayer, meditate, God, angels, universe, guide me to the appropriate steps to transition into the next best thing, or to kind of direct me towards where I should be, or who I should be around, or how I can disconnect from this friendship or relationship or partnership, whether it's business or romantic. Never go into it with fear-based energy. Never panic. That's not doing anybody any good, right? Sometimes we get bad news, but it comes in also with guidance on how we can resolve it peacefully, how we can move forward. Okay, so avoid the fear-based energy and just start taking the steps, because Spirit is showing you it's time to change course. It's time to change direction. And some of you might be dealing with a narcissistic kind of person that when you do like cut ties with them, or you do go your own way, this Three of Swords is telling us you might hear back that they're saying mean things about you. They're saying bad things about you. But I feel the truth is going to be revealed. I feel that very strongly, where the truth is going to be revealed, and this person is going to end up having some really, really severe consequences for the lies that they're telling, or for what they're doing. Whether if it's a legal thing, they're gonna end up having to, answer legally. If it's a situation where they're going around and just saying stuff and stirring up the pot, they're gonna have a lot of people turning against them and not wanting to have anything to do with them. So don't sweat it. Don't panic. It might hurt you a little bit, but the truth is gonna come out, and you need to continue moving forward so that that tower moment doesn't happen. All right, Scorpio, be sure to watch your moon sign, rising sign. Some weeks are going to resonate with you more than others. If you're looking for more of a romantic reading, check out the love readings for April that are linked in the description. May will be up soon. Podcast will be up soon. If you guys are scheduling a private reading with me, I'm begging you, my darlings. I am begging you, please, 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 please. I do have the link in the description of the video, calendly.com/amethystangelite. Take a moment when you're filling out the form to order your reading, just to make sure, one, that you're putting in the email address where you want me to send the reading. Some people have a bunch of different email addresses and they give me an email address and they forget they gave me that email address and they're like, where the heck is my reading? Why aren't you emailing it to me? And it's like, well, I used the address you gave me. Two, some people rush when they're putting in their email address and there ends up being whatchamacallit, a typo, and then I can't get it to you, right? And then I have to wait for you to reach out to me and be like, hey, where's my reading? It's like, well, I didn't have your email address, you know? So just please make sure you're giving me the email address where you want your reading sent, and just make sure there's no typos, okay? I know I'm like you guys too. I hate filling out forms. I just want to be done with it. But just I do need that information. So I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Take care, my darlings. Bye.